Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching our presentation tonight. We are so excited to share with you something that has impacted our lives tremendously in health and income and freedom and confidence in the way we feel, the way we show up. And that's why we're so passionate. My name is Karla Italiano. I've been using Isagenix for 10 years. And tonight I'm going to share a little bit of my story. We're also going to hear from my friends Kristi and Patty Sear, who are going to share their stories as well. We're going to share some opportunities to save money when you get started right now. And we're just going to open up to questions at the end if you have any on this call. So first of all, as I shared, for 10 years I've been using these products. And I love sharing that because if you've been following anyone on using Isagenix or you've been in our product page for a while, you've seen somebody posting about it, you've likely seen weight loss stories, right? Which these products are amazing at weight loss. That's why a lot of people come to Isagenix. But I've been using them for 10 years, not because I needed to lose that much weight over time, but I lost it quickly. But what I found is that Isagenix allowed me not only to lose my weight that I needed, but to maintain it with ease and sustain a healthy lifestyle with a whole foods-based diet with an ease and convenience that I would not be able to sustain otherwise. It gives me energy. It helps me sleep. It gives me good nutrition for my entire family. And it's like I have a premium grocery store account that delivers these groceries to my door every month, and usually more often than that. I was just thinking, I rarely wait for my next auto ship order. I am always ordering product because we just love it. I mean, how often do you order? How often do you go to the grocery store? That's about how often I am shopping from my own Isagenix account. So, over these 10 years, I've been through every phase of life. I started when it was just my husband and I. We started together using the products. I've had 2 pregnancies, including one with twins. I breastfed them all. Through all those seasons, I was using the products to maintain my health and theirs and my energy. And then these products assisted me to achieve the best level of fitness of my life and even compete on stage in the Fitness America program, placing 4th in the one and only show I ever competed in. But it was an amazing experience, and using these products allowed me to maintain still an easy lifestyle where I was, yes, very disciplined, but I didn't feel deprived. It wasn't any weird tactics that a lot of people in the industry use. It was health first all the way. And these products just helped me do it. Now, for 10 years, most of this time, I've just been using the products as a customer. At the end of this call, I'm going to share a little bit more how just over the last 4 years, as I shared these products with more people and had the fulfillment of watching so many friends and family change their lives, it's also been a financial abundance for us. It's been such an avenue of income. It's truly changed our lives in that way too, and you're going to hear some stories about that as well. But while you're here, I'm going to share with you, introduce to you somebody else that I'm really excited for you to hear from. And this is Patty, and Patty's going to share with you guys. She's amazing, and you probably saw her before and after picture on the post to get on this call, or if you follow her on Facebook, you guys, you would never believe she's 55 years old and she's running marathons. She looks amazing. We were just all in Aruba together. She was looking amazing in a bikini and just full of confidence and so fun to hang around. You guys, she's been using these products for just over a year, and she began skeptically, like maybe some guests maybe as well, but when she finally said yes, she got to experience this nutrition. But I'm going to let her share her story with you. So Patty, over to you. Would you please share your Isagenix journey with us?
How do I make it come to me?
Oh, you just talk.
Okay. Hi, Karla, and everybody that's on the call. Yeah, as Karla says, I think I am the biggest skeptic that's ever come to Isagenix. I gave poor Courtney the hardest time. I doubted everything along the way. I told her I don't drink shakes. I can't cleanse. I don't want to do just everything she said I was like against, but she was so positive, and so I went ahead and tried the products in the closet. I told nobody. I hid it from my family. I hid it from my boyfriend, and just started using the products, and immediately just got great results and started losing weight. In fact, I kept thinking it must not be real because I was losing this weight so easily, and so it must just be water weight. It can't be real weight. This isn't real weight. So Eventually I did end up telling everybody, and then I took and went the opposite way. I had to tell everybody because I felt so wonderful. And then after I lost the weight that I needed to lose, I switched over and started using the performance products, which is amazing. And I use the performance products to get through 6 marathons in 6 days in 6 states. And I felt good the whole time. I did. I felt great. And so I'm so passionate about these products and what they can do. And yeah, I feel like I'm 27 again, and that strong runner I used to be back in the day. And now I've, got my sister using the products and my daughter using the products, and everybody's doing great. So yeah, what else should I say?
Awesome. Tell us your total number of pounds that you've lost.
Oh, so I've lost about 37 to 40 pounds. It kind of wavers a little bit depending on how much fun I'm having in Aruba. So while they were all drinking in Aruba, I was just eating ice cream. So our desserts, we had a lot of good desserts when we were in Aruba. So yeah, and I've just been, I probably lost that weight in the first couple months or so, and have just kind of kept it off the whole time. And even though the weight doesn't change much, I think though that my shape has changed over time. So I still continue to lose inches even after I hit the weight. So, and that's great. And also it just gives me the energy I need to do my runs. And even though I was real hard on the shakes when we first started, I am now totally addicted to them. And I thought the most fun thing I was telling people that in Aruba was how we'd get out of the pool to go back upstairs and blend a shake because we wanted to have a shake instead of the pool food that was right there at the bar, right? So it's been great.
That is so true. Yeah. So we just got back from Aruba, and that trip was a rewards trip that these ladies earned, and we all were there together. And it's so true. We certainly enjoy the desserts and the drinks, like you pointed out, but when it comes to just the foundation of what we're eating each day to maintain our level of energy, to maintain our cravings, and really to maintain our bodies while we were there, we enjoyed the shakes. Every one of us. I think that was a really exciting testimony to the product. So congrats on making the trip, Patty, and on your achievements in running marathons, which is super impressive, which you all were running on the beach there. I stayed in the gym on the elliptical, but they were running half marathons just because. So impressive.
Right. Because if you're going to run 12 miles, you might as well run 13. That was why.
Of course.
Perfect sense.
Absolutely. Oh, I love it. Thank you for sharing, Patty. And just your story is such a great illustration for what this entire community of health and support and excitement is all about. And just the way that you feel so much younger than you look and that you're absolutely crushing it. The products allow different solutions, as we've alluded to. We talked about weight loss. We've talked about energy. We talked about athletic performance and also healthy aging. So those are the core physical solutions that Isagenix offers. On top of that, also wealth creation, which most of us don't start for that reason. Some people do, which is awesome because Isagenix has an amazing compensation plan. But what most of us find is that over time, we have such a great experience that we feel compelled to share with other people so that they can have the opportunity to decide for themselves whether they want to experience the same freedom or not. So thanks for sharing, Patty. Before we go over to Kristi, I want to share a little bit about the core products that allow for all of those solutions, just briefly. Okay, so one is the shakes. Like Patty was saying, we love the shakes. We just add water. It's a full macronutrient meal. This is not a diet shake. This is the ideal food that we need. So most of us still enjoy 2 a day as a foundation. I usually have breakfast and lunch, or even breakfast and a mid-afternoon snack. If I don't have these, I find that I'm craving things and eating things that I shouldn't, but there's nothing artificial in these. It's totally non-GMO. It's ideal wellness for your body. And it also comes in pre-measured packets, which is what most of us took on the trip, which is great for luggage. So those are the shakes. The next product is the Isagenix Supreme. This is another one I think all of us are enjoying every day on vacation. That's why it's like we don't take a vacation from health. So why do we take a vacation from the products? It travels so well. And I remember just a couple nights ago, I was on another call. You guys were too likely with Hillary Courtney, she's also using Isagenix, very successful. They were in Hawaii for nearly a month. They ran out of this. They had it overnight shipped to them from the corporate office because they needed this. This is stress relief. Who has stress in their life? Some sort of stress, physical stress, emotional stress, physical stress from working out, anything. This helps to regulate the cortisol in your body. Isagenix Supreme. This is the first thing I take every single day. And I often have 2 or more servings a day. I just absolutely love this adaptogen tea. Okay. The third is Cleanse for Life. This is a mini bottle, but the Cleanse for Life is what we use on our intermittent fasting days, which I love that this is becoming more mainstream. There's so many health benefits to intermittent fasting. What's unique about doing it Isagenix style is that your body is supported nutritionally, even while you're giving your digestion a break. So just Google intermittent fasting. There's so many benefits. Doing it the Isagenix way will help you burn fat faster, especially visceral fat twice as fast, and keep your body supported. And even those who have health challenges with blood sugar find that they do fine because it's specifically formulated to keep your blood sugar regulated. So it's a botanical drink you drink on your fasting days. Cleanse for Life. It's awesome. Okay. Number 4 of the 5 is our Complete Essentials. These are multivitamins. This is like nutritional insurance for your body. And let me just ask you this, because I used to do this all the time. Have you ever gone to the vitamin aisle or the vitamin store? You're like, okay, I know I need to get like a vitamin C, and I think I need a calcium and a D and some sort of like women's multivitamins, and okay, omegas are good, but what's the quality, right? And you do your best to pick out which ones you need, and like, oh, if I get the expensive ones, those must be good. I don't know. And if you get home, you have 20 different containers, and you know, in the beginning it's fun, like, all right, I got this. But then after 3 or 4 days, I'll admit, I don't know about you, but you know, I start giving up on a few of those bottles. I'll just take this one, and then after a while, I'm just not taking it at all. Well, Isagenix not only has premier vitamins that are fully bioavailable, will do amazing things in your body. They're pharmaceutical grade vitamins, but they put them together in little packets so that you don't have to open 10 different bottles. They're marked AM and PM, right? So you take them twice a day. There's nothing different about them really. It's just separated into 2 so that your body can absorb it better. You just open it, it has everything you need. It has your men's or women's multivitamin. It has your CoQ10, resveratrol, D3, extra vitamin C, omegas. It has everything you need. So simple, right? And then the 5th and final pillar, health, that I want to share with you. In this case, it's actually included in here. It's one of these, and I'm going to show it to you packaged separately. It's the Isagenesis Product B. This is telomere support. On the ends of our chromosomes are telomeres. There's the caps on the ends of our DNA that keep it from unraveling. As we age, they get shorter. So Google it, telomeres. You'll see so many health-related articles and research around the length of telomeres. So supporting your telomere length and keeping them longer is definitely in your favor for long-term quality of life. And Isagenix has this amazing product. They partnered with a Nobel Prize-winning researcher to develop it, and it will support your telomeres, all right? That's included in there. Now, with all these products, don't get overwhelmed. If you're a guest and you're watching this and you're wanting to get started, the person who invited you on is going to show you that all of this comes together, already put together in a system for you. So you just have to choose a system, and all of these will be there for you. So you don't have to remember what all those are called. But I'd like to switch over now so you guys can hear from somebody else. This rock star, Kristi Dunner, started in October of 2014. And she's going to share with you her product journey and what also happened for many of us, not unexpectedly, but also for her is a financial story as well. It's really blessed her life. She's inspired so many of us. She's just absolutely taking off. She's an amazing leader. You're going to be inspired and motivated by her story. So Kristi Dunner, over to you.
Yay! Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're on tonight. And if you're watching the recording, hello to you as well. I could go on and on. First of all, it's hard for me to condense it into like 5 minutes because it's just impacted my life so much. I'm going to do my best. So I started, like Karla said, October 2014. I had just had my first baby. I was 6 months postpartum. I'm a teacher by trade. I took a year off to be home with my son because I always had a desire in my heart to be home with my kids. And truthfully, never thought I could do it long-term financially. And so I took a year off, thought it was the best of both worlds to just do it at least for a year. And I had really high expectations for myself that year. I thought, man, I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to feel awesome. I'm going to be like a rock star mom because this is what I always wanted to be. And here I was, still wearing my maternity clothes, completely exhausted, like on the couch, needing a nap every single day, not interacting like I wanted to with my son, and just really feeling depleted. I was completely sugar addicted, caffeine addicted, like drinking coffee all day, eating sweets all day, and just I felt awful. I really did. And I would get to a point where I looked at myself in the mirror and say, like, who are you? You know, I just felt like I didn't know myself and I wasn't me. And I had seen my friend Kristi Ellsworth, who lives in Alaska of all places, so far from me. And I had just seen her post a little bit about this nutrition that she was loving. And I knew I trusted her, you know, and she's not like someone that would try to sell me anything. She was just like just sharing her story. And I was like, dude, you look amazing. She had a 6-pack after having 2 kids. She had run a marathon, like trained in 8 weeks. And I'm like, okay, whatever you're doing, something's working for you. And I'm over here like wearing my pajamas for 2 days. So I reached out to her. Thank God. She shared this with me and I talked to Karla and I got started, you know, with a few shakes. And I was just like Patty. I was kind of in the closet for a while and honestly didn't even use the products 100% for a while. I just wasn't mentally committed. But after like another 6 months, fast forward, I had seen so many transformations. Like you've probably all seen, if you're on this call, you've probably seen some great transformations. And I knew that the cleansing part, like when I was done nursing, I wanted to go all in. And so with my husband's, you know, blessing, I ordered my first like real 30-day system that Karla was sharing about with all those products. And you guys, no joke, within like 4 days, I felt like a brand new person. I felt like I did a complete 180. I was, you know, hang on a second. Sorry. This always happens to me.
I love that we do this with our kids though. That's the fun thing. Are they good?
Fine. Okay.
All right,
so I felt like I did a complete 180. I mean, I had energy through the roof naturally. I wasn't drinking coffee. I had major sugar cravings before, and it was a clean cut. It was amazing. My husband came home, you know, after my first cleanse day, which by the way are not scary at all. I was like intimidated by them and they're amazing. But he came home and looked around like, what's going on? Because my house was clean. I was energetic. I was interacting. You know, I probably showered that day. Like it was just normal things that would be me, you know, and I just felt like, wow, in 4 days of committing, I feel like I have myself back. And like, it could bring me to tears thinking about it because it really felt like it was dramatic internally. And so, you know, when I say it, like it changed my life, it completely has. So after day 4, like I have been so consistent. I've not gone a month without ordering my products. Like I remember mentally thinking, I can't believe, you know, within this first 30 days, oh my gosh, I've lost like 11, 12 pounds. I was not working out, even though I wanted to. I actually wanted to work out again, but I wanted to test the products. I wanted to see what it could actually do without working out. So, you know, without adding any of that, I mean, I lost 12 pounds. I had lost a ton of inches wearing clothes I hadn't gotten into in like years. It happened quickly. And so I was quiet about it. People would ask me, you know, what are you doing? You look great. And people at church, you know, and I'd be like, oh, thanks. And then I'd be quiet, or I'd say, oh, thanks. Yeah, just trying to be healthier, eating better. So silly of me. Like now I'm looking back, like those poor people, like I could have helped them, you know, feel the way I was. but I felt so weird. And I know a lot of people probably feel that way too, coming into a network marketing company, because honestly, there are a lot of people out there that don't do this kind of work well, you know, and aren't there necessarily to serve, but to do it for themselves. And so I didn't want to come across that way. And so I was really inhibited, you know, when it came to sharing this with other people. So I went for a while without. And then I got pregnant with my second son. You know, this was a few years later. I loved teaching, you know, using these products and feeling energized for the day. It was the best thing ever as a teacher, you know, and someone busy moms, anybody that's just busy like this, the convenience alone is amazing. And I wasn't thinking about what I was putting in my body, you know, all the time. I knew I had the foundation of my nutrition. And so got pregnant, loved having it throughout my second pregnancy. It was night and day difference. I felt like I could go another month at the end of my pregnancy and just, I mean, I felt like I was glowing, and I'm like running during my pregnancy and feeling great. And it was incredible. One thing that did happen when I was pregnant was I found out my son I was pregnant with had Down syndrome. And so that completely changed everything for me. And, you know, I think we all have different times in our lives when something happens and something clicks inside, you know, all of a sudden there's a shift. And for me, that's when it happened. You know, I knew I always wanted to be home with my kids. Never thought it was really a possibility long term. But then I'd gone to a couple events, which are just so fun anyway. Personally, like, you know, you get to be around so many great people and learn a lot and just grow. And it applies to any part of your life. But I went to an event specifically right after finding that out, a couple months after, and I had been on a major roller coaster. And I was like, you know what? I've accomplished so much physically that I didn't think I could because of this system. I'm using the products for years. I'm a lifer. I love these products. And I had shared with a few people that had the same kind of experience. And I thought, you know what? I just feel, one, really selfish that I'm not sharing this with people, because Isagenix doesn't pay for advertising. Like, the only way anybody can learn about these products is by you sharing them with people. So I just kind of felt like I'm withholding something that the world actually really needs and is desperately searching for. The community too. It's just incredible. So, you know, when I realized I have this in my back pocket, I see so many people having success physically and financially, and I let myself finally dream of being home full time with my kids, and that this vehicle of Isagenix would be the thing that would get me there. And so, you know, within that year, I was third trimester pregnant, working full time. Like, if anyone had an excuse, it was me to not make this work, because I was busy, guys, and I had a toddler. But I worked it into the pockets of my time. And within that first year, I have been able to replace my teacher salary with a master's degree in a great district around here, you guys. Like, I like get chills thinking about it. So I still can't believe it. It feels so surreal, but it's, you know, it's something anybody can do. Like, if I did it full time teaching third trimester of pregnancy, anybody can do it, you know, and some people don't want to stay home. I did. Some people, like, what would that do for you to be able to match what your salary is? Or, you know, you have double it, or, you know, what would like an extra $500, $1,000, $2,000 do a month? Like, that's incredible. So, you know, and now I've been, you know, sharing this freely with people in that regard as well, because, you know, we all have been in places in our lives of physical pain and financial pain. And so being able to share this gift with people and letting them choose what they want to do with it is just, it's so gratifying. So I love what I'm doing. I feel like I'm making an impact, which was my goal as a teacher. You know, that's why I went into teaching. I was like, I want to make an impact. I want to work with people and help people. And that's like, so what I'm doing. So this has just truly opened up the doors for me for the trajectory of my life, really, and my choices that that I can have in my life now that I didn't have before. And that is just worth everything to me. So sorry, I went a little over 5 minutes.
I'm not timing. That was fantastic. And, you know, and I appreciate how you brought up how there's so many people in this profession doing it wrong, doing it selfishly, doing it in a way that they're pushing products. And Kristi, you were just the epitome of doing it right. You're heart driven and you serve people. And even in your drive to create legacy for your family, it is from a heart of service. And that is what this company especially is all about. That's what this culture is all about. And you just reflect that beautifully. So Your success is just starting. You're welcome. And I'm so excited to see where it's going for you, excuse me. So you guys, just, I also, I didn't start with this as a business. I started 10 years ago, but the reason I started wasn't because I was skeptical of the industry of network marketing so much. I've been a former engineer. I left that career to do another business full-time from home. In that business, it helped me dream bigger. I love this profession, and I was all in. I gave it my all for about 6 years, and I even left my job to do it, which I don't regret doing that. However, business-wise, it never fulfilled that need. It never took off like the effort, and I was fully committed. I wasn't playing. I was all in, but it was devastating to me. So at the time Isagenix was introduced to me, I still had that heartbreak of that prior business experience, but I started the products and loved it. And I just kind of given up on myself that I could do it. I saw it working, but I thought, I'm doing everything right. I think, I don't know what else to do. I must be doing this wrong. Well, then, when I started sharing Isagenix, it was 4 years ago. My girls were in private school. We wanted to keep them in private school, but that cost money. And my husband was still working his corporate job with a great income, but it wasn't going to increase fast enough for us to keep them in school. I needed to do something. I love staying at home with them. So I decided to give Isagenix a look, and I went to events. Again, events are everything. That's where your vision grows. And I committed to do the work. I did it. Over time, I have not only been able to more than pay for their private school and keep them in the school that we love, but also to replace my previous engineering income and then some, make a legitimate 6-figure income. A lot of companies like to report their sales volume or how much, and they multiply it by 2. Like, legitimate 6-figure income is coming into my family thanks to Isagenix, the reflection of the hard work of everybody on our team, and the legacy that is available for everyone. I love that this is not like corporate where it's like, some person has this position up top. In order to get that position, you have to wait till they move on or retire or whatever. No, like, you can claim your spot, your income, your level, whether it's just to get your products paid for, double your income because you love your job, you want more flexibility, or to stay home like Kristi has been able to do. You get to choose. This is all about empowerment. You get to choose. There's nobody holding you back except yourself. You get to choose your level of success, your level of income, and claim your freedom with this amazing vehicle of network marketing and of Isagenix. So if you're a guest watching, today's date that we're doing this live is June 28th. This is a Thursday. And so now through July 1st, if you're watching this, there are a couple of special promotions. If you're watching this later than that, it's okay. There might be a promotion. Ask the person who shared this with you. Even if not, you guys, there's never been a better time to get started with this company. It is only going up. And one day is too long to go without taking your health seriously. So, you don't want to feel not healthy, not energized, missing out on your life one day longer. So just say yes, right? So today through July 1st, there are 2 amazing offers from the company. When you get started now with an initial order of 150 BV or more, which is very simple, all the packs qualify for that. You get, first of all, free shipping up to $50 off, which basically covers it for you. Free shipping on your first order. On top of that, typically there's a $29 membership fee that opens your wholesale account, similar to Costco or Sam's Club where you pay membership. That's typically $29 for the year. Right now, that is also free through July 1st. So you have the opportunity to save up to $79 when you say yes today. Plus, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can't go wrong. And like we like to say, it's free or it's free, because either you try the products for whatever reason, you don't like it, you can get your money back. Or you try the products and, like all of us, you love it, you start to share, even if you don't intend to, people start to ask you, what are you doing? And through the rebates, you get your products paid for. So it's free or it's free. And from those referrals, you don't have to decide to do a business. You don't have to invest in additional pack or anything. Like, just the fact that you have your shopping account open allows you to refer other people and get not only bonuses up front, but a residual income flowing into your family at any level you choose. just to pay for your products, to pay for your groceries, cover your car payment, house payment, make a part-time income on the side, double the income you're currently making, replace it, stay home, hit a financial home run, become a millionaire. I think the top people right now are making $3 million a year in this company. I mean, there is no limit except what you decide to put on it. So this is your vehicle to decide and have full empowerment in your life. So we're so glad you're on. We're going to hang on here if anyone live would like to add anything or ask any questions. But if you are watching as a guest, please, please, please get back right away with the person who invited you to watch this. Let them know you're ready to get started, and they will help make sure that you get the right pack that matches your goals and your budget. There are different ones to start with, and with the best deal with all the offers right now. All right. Huge shout out and thanks again to Patty and to Kristi for sharing tonight, and for everyone watching on here live and on recording. We so appreciate you investing your time with us tonight. Awesome. Love you guys. Okay. Any questions tonight or anything you guys want to add? Feel free to unmute because most of you are muted if you'd like to share. It's okay if you don't. We'll just move on.
Great call, guys. This is Beth. Just wanted to say thanks for your time tonight. And all three of you have amazing stories and just awesome call.
Awesome. Thanks, Beth.
Yes, that was a great call. Hey, everybody. I'm almost back from Aruba. I've got one more flight.
Awesome.
But yeah, this was an incredible call, and just thank you so much, all three of you, for sharing. It was amazing, and I've heard, all three of your stories several times, but Kristi, I feel like I learned something new about yours, and that was, now I'm trying to remember what it was. What did you share? I don't know, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Y'all, I'm tired. I've been in a tennis clinic, and I've been in a submarine today and flying all day. But anyway, I'll think of it, and I'll post it. It was beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks, Tasha. Love you. Safe travels the rest of the way home.
Thanks, Tasha. Hey, one thing I want to say too real quick is, and I didn't address this in what I shared, but there's a 30-day money back guarantee, and yes, you will get it if you do not love the products. You will love the products and you won't want to send it back. But when I started, I think it's a challenge for some people to visualize and just kind of conceptualize, buying all your groceries at once. That has been a shift for me. And when I first started, like I said, I wasn't teaching that year. So we were legit on one income. It was a church salary. So we weren't rolling in the dough. And so, it was a stretch for me. And I had a little bit of a sticker shock, if I'm going to be honest, because one, I wasn't used to buying anything for me. Most moms aren't, but I also wasn't doing anything for me, and that's why I was where I was. And two, it's something where it's a shift in your mindset around your budget for the month, because a lot of times we go weekly, sometimes twice a week to the grocery store, and then, we pop in here and there for different things that we buy throughout the week, or stopping on a quick stop on the way home, or, eating out, eating it, everything. And with this, it really is, you are buying for an entire month. One time. You don't have to pay shipping every week. You buy it, you pay shipping once, right now it's free. But, it's just a mentality of like, think about it distributed throughout every week. So, if you're on the fence because of that, don't let that hold you back, because most of the time I have people say, one, it is so worth it. It's one of the best investments they've ever made. And two, a lot of people say they're actually saving money. And it's so true, because you have fast food at your fingertips. You don't have to go out a whole lot. You save a ton on your grocery bill. Your whole family can benefit from these products. So it just becomes a natural part of your groceries for the month. So just kind of keep that in mind too as you're considering and, deciding if this is the time for you.
Great point. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely was one of those people that was worried about money. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I can't tell. So I was one that really gave some hard time about the money, and I was just going to do it for 30 days, and I'd just try to lose some weight, and then, hopefully money back. But I really found out that I was saving just a ton of money, because you just don't realize how much money you spend on breakfast at work, buy a coffee at work, and then you buy some lunch at work, and you need a snack out of the machine maybe. And, you know, in the end, I found out I'd saved so much. Wow, I hadn't been to the grocery store in like 3 weeks. And I was like, I had to go back and get those basic things like flour. You know? But yeah, that was amazing too.
Yeah, that's a great point. And I'm so glad you brought that up, Kristi, because a lot of people, it is a shift. It's just a shift in mentality. And like you said, it's not usually any more than people are already spending. It just feels that way because it's all at once. But in the long term, it saves most people. Absolutely. Thanks for sharing. What else? Anything else you guys have? Questions?
Hey, okay, I remembered what I was going to say. It was that, Kristi, I didn't realize when you started that, thank you, that you had planned on, I don't know, that you were just so excited about being a mom, and then you found that you were just not living up to the expectation that you had set. I'd never heard you share that before, but I think so many of us can relate because, you know, a lot of us do, you know, want to be stay-at-home moms or want to be moms, just period. And then it comes and then you're tired and you can't play with them. You can't do everything. You can't take a shower every day. I mean, we can all relate to that. So I love that piece of your story, and I'd never heard it until we were in Aruba. And it's just so many people can relate. So appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, thanks, Tasha. I do. I think that is so relatable in a lot of different ways, not just as a mom, but other people, like your expectations of your life and who you know you can be and really are deep down. You know, it's like a lot of times we just don't show up as that person. And, you know, when you address nutrition and get your body where it's supposed to be, it's like magic happens. It's amazing.
Awesome. 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 Love it. Great shares, you guys. Last call. Any other shout outs, questions? So appreciate you guys. All right, we'll wrap it up. Thanks for being part of this. This was a spontaneous thing. Turned out great. Love it. I'm going to record it and post it and share it, so feel free to share with other friends. Thanks again, Kristi and Patty. Thanks everyone on the call. Love you all. And if you're a guest, please get back to the person who invited you on. And we are so excited to see you in our group and celebrate your success. All right. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody.